All right, everybody, we are back. It is the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the Earthen Nation. We are here. It is Ladies' Night. I am the Black Knight. I will be guest hosting the Ladies' Night tonight. The Lady Knight is under the weather, but she will be here on the panel with me, relaxing, and she will pretty much get in where she fit in. Got a few videos for y'all to find out what your opinion is about certain things. Then we're going to get knee deep in it. The topic of tonight is, should black women be treated better than black men? We're going to see how that turns out tonight. Everybody ready? All right, let's do it. It's Ladies' Night. Okay, Dan. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ladies' Night. Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's me, the Black Knight. I will be guest hosting tonight for the lady, not herself, Miss Dame Frankie, but she is still here with me. She's recovering, y'all, from some illness. And of course, we always wish the Lady Knight a speedy recovery. Isn't that right, Dame?
That's right.
Dame,
That's right.
how you feeling?
Uh, I think the medicine is kind of kicking in, so I'm
All
being a
right.
little loony.
All right, just hang tough with us, as long as you can. We'll be here. Everybody, send your well wishes to the Lady Knight. She's battling the illness, but she's going to get through it. So she's relaxing tonight, listening to the show, and she'll get in where she fits in. I'm pretty sure she's going to want to comment once or twice because, see, I plan to get it hot up in here. All right. All right. Shout out to our strong peoples as always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How you doing there, Queen? Miss Sunkiss, I appreciate that. What's going on? All right, y'all. Don't forget to share now. We need to grow. They're trying to drown our voices out because they want black people to only, listen to bullshit. They want you to only listen to stuff that keeps you at each other's throats, keep you fighting each other and hating each other all the time. Well, that's not what we're about here at the Ebony Star Network. We are about black love. We love the black woman. We respect our black people. We love the black woman and the black child. And we respect the black men. Real black men, not these cornball dudes out here talking about pump and dump and red pill sissies and sissy bims and them weirdos and homos in the manosphere. Okay? Not talking about them. Talking about real brothers that's on the grind, that's out there doing it and making a difference out there. Doing what they're supposed to do, taking care of their families, representing their people the right way. Speaking of representing the people, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Now, I get some of you don't like Tariq Nasheed for whatever reason, and that's your prerogative. I don't always agree with what Tariq Nasheed says or whatever, but I respect that the man is trying to do something for black people. Okay, he is trying. He is out there on the ground holding rallies for reparations. Got to give the brother credit, and I'm gonna give him a shout out. As long as he's doing stuff like that, I'm gonna give him a shout out because that's doing something. A lot of you Negroes on here can't say you doing anything. Just because you running your mouth on YouTube downgrading black women, that ain't doing nothing for us. And you phonies who claim to give out information, i.e. the conscious community, you ain't doing nothing for us either. Manosphere sure enough ain't doing nothing for us. As a matter of fact, they're doing everything against us. The sissy bims, again, doing everything against us. All of the pills, red, blue, green, black, yellow, I don't care, are doing something against us. I mean, how can you call yourself a man when you sit on a social media platform, hustle people, and pretend to hate black women? Because it's all a gimmick. It's the latest hustle. And they're cashing in on it. And the fools that follow that red pill nonsense, you deserve what you get. You're getting ripped off and you deserve it because you're stupid. I talked about how dumb you guys are. Following Red Supreme is stupid. And he know you're stupid. That's why he always hustling you for cash, right? Yo, get them likes up. Get them likes up. Okay? If you want me to be rad, I'm gonna need some cash. Hit them cash apps. That dude don't play every 10 minutes. He's talking about them cash apps. I was in there one day, he was taking renters away because they wouldn't donate. Okay? But they blocked me out there because every time I went up there and challenged him, he can't handle it. So they pretty much blocked me from over there. Okay? All right, so what we're going to have tonight, okay, we're going to start now. Now, we're trying to build an overall theme for Ladies Night, right? We're going to like leave the serious topics alone. Me and the Dan decided that Ladies Night should be fun for the ladies. It should be something that you come to and have some fun, some entertainment, okay? And there should be some girl talk going on. I'm not going to be involved in that because I'm not a girl, obviously. All right, but we want to make it fun. Now, I will be on here at a later date doing different skits. We got some new characters coming up. Okay, where do you guys get a load of INC the incel? Right, Dame? Dame, were you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, INC the incel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got him coming up. And what y'all get all that. We also going to do Dear Dame. That's going to make an appearance soon. Where Dame is going to be answering letters from guys who have issues living home with their mama. Okay? That's going to be funny. All right? I think INC the incel is going to be really, really funny. Okay? But, so I'm going to be in rare form doing characters because we're going to entertain the ladies. We're going to make the ladies laugh. We want to make Ladies Night a comfortable place for you to come to and have some fun. Okay? We would give out drinks if we could, but we can't. Man, I don't know. I may figure that out one day. Right, Dame? Knowing me, I may figure a way out how to do that. Okay? Because a lot of these services like DoorDash now, they can get liquor now. They can bring you liquor. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I might be able to hook that up in the future for some of y'all. Okay? All right, let's get on with this show. Now, we're going to start off with the Vid Chronicles. As always, we'll do one to begin, and then we'll start talking about some things, and then we'll do another one, and then we'll get knee-deep into the topic of the night. Okay? So the first Vid Chronicle, then which one do you want to show? You want to show yours first?
Yeah, we can go ahead and show mine.
Okay, let's do yours first. Do your FBI thing. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies, sit back. We're going to do the Vid Chronicles. And for those who are frequents here on Ladies Night, we do the Vid Chronicles, and then afterwards we give our opinion. We talk about it and tell you what we think about it. All right? Also, look for me and Dame to start doing movie reviews. Wait till you hear my review on Wakanda Forever. Unbelievable what they're doing in that movie to the image of the black man. Okay? In that movie, they have basically erased the black man. Okay? They erased him. And I blame Ryan Coogler. I blame the guys, Winston Duke, because they saw the script and they let this happen. They let it happen. They pretty much erased black men from that movie. They erased the image of the black man. And the only image that they had of the black man, it was one in chaos and weakness. The number one strong person in that movie is the black woman. and they got her tantalizing white men. So where will that, my review, when me and Dan hit the review on that, it's gonna be lethal. Okay, so you're gonna want to be around when we do the review on Wakanda Forever. All right, Dane.
All right. Let's cover our bases. Copyright Act. All right. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, definitely, comments, I don't think we'll be able to help ourselves. News reporting, only for those who don't know. Teacher, we're going to learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All right, let's let it rip. Fair use.
Okay.
We will be back when the video is over.
All right. Fair use, fair use. All right. Ooh, moving slow today. Here we go.
Hey, April, I'm on my
Okay. Well,
Wow, that was wow. That's pretty powerful right there.
well, when it comes to some states, if a parent, um, um, okay, she lied to the police when they first initially came. That's considered child endangerment. That or neglect, that you letting the abuse go on even after you
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
police
exactly.
escort.
Yeah, I know about
Well, it's
that.
not
Yeah,
extreme.
I figured
Because,
she was gonna get arrested for lying because that's putting you're right. It's putting the child in danger.
mhm. Even though she came correct later, the still thing, her initial response was to lie to the police.
But I got a problem with a couple of things. Right.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you knew your daughter was telling the truth because the same thing happened to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you still gonna pretend that your daughter is having some type of imagination spell. You knew for a fact she was telling the truth. You know your sister is a predator. Okay, and yes, women can be child molesters too. It's just very hard to catch a woman who's a child molester unless she's molesting a little girl. Then it's easier to catch them because the girls are going to tell their moms. But the boys, it's nearly impossible to catch them molesting boys. Okay, because for the boys they got a whole different program. All right, but I don't care, family or no family. You're going to jail. You're touching my child in an inappropriate manner. You're going to jail. Whether you're a brother, sister, uncle, I don't care. You're going to jail. I'm pressing charges. I mean, I hated to see that. I hate to see a mother. I hate to see a mother, especially a black mother, um, not listen to her child. And unfortunately, a lot of this stuff happens in real life where the child is trying to tell the parent that something is going on, and the parent ignores the child, or the parent thinks that the child is lying because the child don't like the adult. Children don't make these things up. They don't just children especially children that age, right, don't really know anything about intimacy. Okay, they don't know anything about it. Who taught them that? They don't have sex education at that age, and they're not watching any porno movies. So, where do you think they're getting that from? They're getting that from the person who's doing it to them. They're describing to you what the person is doing. You know, you should never ignore what your child is telling you. She should never do that. And I mean, for her to go to jail, I don't think she should have went to jail, but I think because she needs to mend things with her daughter, but probably a fine or some community service, you know. But you know, we got to try to fix these things. We got to, you know, believe our children when they're telling you that people are touching them inappropriately. And don't try to hold back or have some kind of bias because the person happens to be a friend or a family member. I don't care who it is. I'm pressing charges. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the molester is a woman or a man. Yeah, you're right. It is usually harder because sometimes the children don't tell because they don't think they're gonna believe. You know, because especially if you've been warned about men, you don't think a woman. So if you found it hard to believe that a woman could do this, the child is gonna even more so because that's not something they've been warned about. You know.
Exactly. It is very, very tough to catch a female predator. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just doubly tough, you know, unless they make a mistake like this one and molest a girl, because the girls are going to tell. Okay. The boys ain't going to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the girls will tell because the girls, they get scared, you know, and then they'll tell their mother. Okay. So,
yeah. They not is either because there's a threat or they don't believe they'll be believed or they tried to and either the mother didn't get it or the mother gave clues that she's not believing her.
And Black Republican, no, I don't think she should have been taken away. She has a father. What is the father? Chopped liver? She told the daughter, you're going to have to go live with your father. If there's a relative or the father or another parent that is willing to take the child, unless that parent is also putting the child in danger, they're normally going to put the child with the father or a family member or a relative. And so in this case, she set up to have her daughter go to her father's house and stay with her father. I wonder if she told the father what happened. You think she told him what happened, Dane?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Did you tell your baby daddy that you lied? You know. But again, you know, it's tough.
It depends on how the relationship between them two is.
Right.
I think if it's a volatile relationship, she wouldn't have told. Would have told all the details of of why she's being arrested.
But see, my whole thing is just here, right? Okay, I understand you're scared, okay? But you're grown now. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Her older sister is 9 years older. She was doing this when she was 15 and you were 6. Again, when your daughter said this was going on, you knew it was true. You know, and you still I don't like what she said to her daughter. That's what's bothering me more than anything. She knew it was true, but then she said, "I'm just wondering if you're imagining things." That's all. That's bad. You don't say that, especially when you know what she's saying is true because it happened to you. You know.
I don't like
But
the
no.
fact that she went ahead and let that woman stay with her daughter after
Yeah.
I can understand. Okay, that's a little much to take.
Now, see, that's bad too.
But that you left her there, know what's probably going to happen.
Yeah, it's bad too. I forgot about that part. That's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. Now that right there, they probably would have, in real life, they probably would have called Child Protective Service. Okay. Because that kind of stuff right there, they'll declare you an unfit mother in a heartbeat. Okay. You knew your child was being molested by a predator, and you let her go back willingly to the same predator. Yeah, man. You get cracked for unfit mother real quick over some stuff like that. Okay. And gauge the chat. What's going on? I can't see the chat right now. What's going on?
Okay, so Queen, aka Miss Sunkiss, she says Stockholm syndrome is a thing. And then that's probably what was said to her. To the answer to, she probably.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about. Well, you know what? I didn't think. Now that is an avenue I didn't explore. We didn't explore. Did the mother tell the mother when it was that? Did the mother tell her mother?
Well, no, it probably was to tell grandmother. See, the mother died.
Oh, that's right.
They were living with their grandmother, but their grandmother wasn't able to take care of them like she could have been. Maybe she had bad health. Maybe she has Alzheimer's. Maybe she was just, a bad parent. And so, it fell on the older sister to do the bulk of the stuff. And she said before their mother died, her sister wasn't like this. She said she don't know what happened, but once they were under their grandmother's care, she started doing this to her.
Oh no, she was like that. She just wanted to, she just did it less because Mama was alive. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe she realized that if Mama found out, Mama was gonna whoop her ass. You understand what I'm saying? So she kept it under wraps. But I'm just wondering, when she was 6, did she tell somebody? Did she get told some stuff that it's just her imagination?
Probably to the grandmother. Probably to the grandmother.
Right. Maybe the grandmother don't want to believe that this is happening. Razi. Why is Razi shaking his head? If y'all waiting for the topic, we haven't got to the topic yet. We're doing our little Big Chronicles first, was what we always do. We'll get to the topic a little bit after that. All right, so let's get the other one on the way.
Okay, wait a minute. Before we go, Black Republicans say if she was abused by her sister, why did she have her babysit her daughter? That's a good question.
Maybe she thought her sister was cured or something. Maybe she thought her sister wouldn't do it anymore. Maybe she thought that it stopped with her. Okay, because we understand, because she didn't know until her daughter told her. Maybe she thought her sister stopped doing it.
When I talked to girls that have been abused, I had a roommate. She was abused. Her mother was abused, and she was like to her mother, "If you knew that your dad was like this, why you let them watch me?" And her mother was like, "I thought it was just me. That it was just me, and that he wouldn't do that to you." or she thought she had made sure that he wasn't there when she was over at her grandmother, but the grandmother accepted the dude back. Okay, back recover excuses.
What's excuses? You asked why didn't she do this, and we gave you a few answers on why we think she didn't do it.
Why she
You asked for answers. Right. If you don't want answers, then don't ask for them. Okay?
Yeah.
You asked for answers. We gave you answers why we thought that she let her stay with her daughter. She probably thought her sister was okay and didn't do it anymore. She probably thought that she wouldn't do it to her daughter. Okay? That's not unreasonable.
Or maybe she thought she outgrew it. Now that she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend,
right?
Somebody to project her.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And it's not unreasonable to expect that. Look, just because you guys don't understand how things work, don't come in here talking shit. Okay? I don't like that. Don't start shit for the sake of starting shit. If you got something legitimate, okay, we cool. I'm with that. But don't come in here starting shit for the sake of starting shit. Okay? All right, so let's get to the next one.
Okay, next Vid Chronicle.
And then after this one, y'all, we're going to dive into the topic. Should black women be treated better than black men? We're going to get to it. But first, got that Chronicle.
All right. Ooh, moving slow today.
So much. We hope that you enjoyed this episode.
All right. I got a couple of problems. Why didn't she call 911 first? You have to teach your children, your younger siblings, call 911 because the cops can get there faster than you can, unless you live right next door.
Mm-hmm.
Call 911 first, then call your peoples. Okay? Because now you got the cops on their way and your people's on the way. 911 should have been called first because they can get there much quicker. Okay? Because they have cruisers all over the city. One is bound to be nearby. That would have saved you a bunch of time. Now, even though he came, he knocked on the door a few minutes after she called. Okay? Which is unrealistic unless he was standing outside. Because he got there in like seconds, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's possible him being a cop, he didn't like the look of the place. He didn't go too far. He probably waited around a little bit to see, how it went. Give time for if there's something hinky happening for her to call.
Right, but you got to tell your. We was taught to call 911. Okay, you got to teach that to your little sister. Call 911 first because they can get there the fastest. Unless you right outside, you're not getting there faster than the police are gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not to mention, it leaves that he was angry enough. I thought there would have been a death. Maybe he would have killed the man, and that they would have been talking about him doing jail time for killing that man.
Well, you see, but this is the kind of man. Mm-hmm. The white dude in the picture, right? Mm-hmm. That's the kind of dude that today's black men want to be like.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they want to be like. Because he was like, oh, I missed the 17-year-old part. Well, these Negroes, they want to have sex with girls under the age of 15. We had one on the show say that the correct age for him is 15 years old. Remember that thing when he said 15?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cyber?
Yep.
Yeah. Pedophile. So they're competing with white men, white child molesters in that category, the age category. This is the type of man that the sissy bims want to be like. This is the type of man that the manosphere want to be like. They want to be like the white man. They want to be able to grape whoever they want to grape with impunity. And they want to do them young as possible. So that white dude in that picture is the perfect example of what today's black man wants to be like. They don't want to be like that brother who wanted to beat him down, who was about protecting his sister. That's the guy that they don't want to be like. They say he toxic. That's toxic masculinity. That's immature. Okay? They don't want to be that brother. They want to be the white dude. Okay? So you got to have courage to protect, right? That's kind of like a prerequisite for the job. Courage. Okay? They don't have that. Now, where is Mr. Blackzilla or Republican? Where is he at to co-sign what I'm saying? Okay? Where's he at? See, whenever we put a spotlight on the black man, these dudes go running out of here. Because they only come here because they think that they have a chance to bash black women. I keep telling you guys, we don't do that here. This is a pro-black woman's channel. You guys keep coming over here because you know black women are coming over here and you want to get into the chat room and you want to try to start fights with them. Okay? So then you want to say something else on that before we get into the next topic?
No. The problem was best that she had called 911, but in some neighborhoods 911 take too long, forever.
Okay, Dane, get the video that I was using earlier. Okay, and make sure it's queued up to the beginning. All right, y'all, we're getting ready to get into the topic now. And as and of course, as always, we do have receipts to back up what we talk about. We're not just gonna, run our mouths about shit. We have receipts.
Okay. Oh, there's Black Republican. That's not true. Cis Ben and Manosphere don't want to be pedos about
Absolutely true.
Nonsense.
Absolutely true. And we're about to prove that. See, the sissy bims, they want passports so they can travel to foreign countries and have sex with underage girls. Okay? The Manosphere is constantly having shows with Bernard Raleigh and fighting over the age consent laws. They want to be able to have sex, legal sex with a girl as young as possible. Okay? So it's most definitely true. All right. Then you got the...
Yeah, I got the video.
All right, y'all. Tonight's topic is, should black women be treated better than black men? I'm going to say yes. What, you thought I was going to say something else? They must not know me. They ain't not do that.
No, they don't.
Did you really think I was going to say something else? Now, let's look at some receipts on why the black woman should be treated better than the black man. First of all, the black man is a joke. Today's black man is a joke. Okay? But I won't say it. I'll let today's black man tell you himself. Okay, Dane, roll the tape.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Uploading visuals, sir.
See, men nowadays, they want us to be submissive, but they don't want to be providers.
Right.
So it's like, don't ask me to submit to you and you're not providing.
Submit
you're
to
not taking
what?
care of the
Right.
household.
Stop.
I can't depend on you as a man to be
Stop. Okay, now here you have a black woman saying that you want her to submit, but you don't want to provide for her. And you don't want to take care of her or the household. Is that a lie? No, it isn't. Because you guys keep asking a black woman to submit, right? And we're all curious. What is she submitting to? Hey, Dame,
Yes.
what are y'all submitting to?
Well, I guess we're submitting to nothing.
Yeah, what do you
Maybe them paying the bills.
What do you guys have that the black woman should submit herself to? You don't have any power. You don't have any sense of ownership. You own virtually nothing. Many of you drive nice cars but live in your mama's house. Many of you at the age of 35 plus need direction, are older men. And that's the ones who cry out for the direction, because the ones who are 35 plus who cry out for direction from older men are the ones who actually realize that they haven't grown up, that they're still mentally a boy. Okay? So what do you have that she should submit to? Now, let me hit you with something. Okay, smoke this over. You ever hear only the strong survive? Well, let me tell you something about that. When it comes down to marriage and having relations with a black woman who has the potential to bring a child in this world to carry on your bloodline and legacy, you have to be strong. Marriage isn't for the weak. How many times do I have to say that? Marriage isn't for weak men. Only strong men, men who can handle up, men who are responsible, men who are grown adults, both mentally and physically. Only these men should get married. If I had it my way, you guys would have to pass a test. It'd have to be a physical test. It would have to be a mental challenge test. Several tests. Marriage is a very, very serious decision. And it shouldn't be made by boys who are overgrown. Because if you're 35 years old and you still have the mentality of a 19-year-old or 17-year-old, you are just an overgrown child. And such decisions shouldn't be made by the likes of you. And you shouldn't be in a position to take care of a woman because you can't handle it. You see, when that father who gives his daughter away to you, you have to understand something. You're making that man a promise. That's why he's giving her to you. He's passing her from him to you because she is no longer his burden to take care of. She is now your burden to take care of. And you promised that man that you will take care of his daughter. And many of you don't pay that any attention. Hell, you don't even give the woman back in the condition that she was when she was given to you. The father didn't give her to you all battered and beat up. So you guys don't have what it takes to get married. I can listen to your conversation and tell that you don't have what it takes to be married. Most black women want to marry black men. Most black women are very, very pro-black. Okay? There is a large contingent of black men, though, who aren't pro-black. And that number is growing by the minute. Why? Because you guys are selling out. And you're going after what you think hurts the white man is his white woman. Well, the white man ain't even messing with his white woman anymore. These are these Asian women now and black women. The white man is going after the black women and Asian women. Why do you think the white woman is so quick to jump on a black dude? Because the white man don't want them no more. Because many of them are barren. They can't have children. The white man want to carry on his legacy. So you have to be a strong man, mentally, emotionally, physically, to be married to a woman and sustain a roof over your head and be the man of the house and protect your women and children. When I say women, if your wife has a daughter, that's two women. A man is strong enough, a married man is a man that's strong enough to protect the women and children in his flock. So marriage is serious business, and you guys need to cut it out. You're not built for that. So again, what is the woman submitting to? Surely she's not submitting to a man that can do all the things I just said. You guys can't do any of that. That's why the manosphere, all of them guys, and they ain't married. But given the way they are, is that some kind of surprise that they aren't married? I'm not surprised at that. Redfield guys, they're not married either. Why would a black woman marry a guy that continuously plays video games that don't even have the wherewithal to make money off the video games? Play video games for nothing, don't work or can't keep a job, always bumming money off of her, smokes weed, dresses like an idiot, walking around town with your pants hanging down. And what is that, y'all? Why do y'all continue to walk around with your pants hanging down? Why is it that you don't want to have anything to do with the word success? Why is it that you want to be closely associated with the term loser and losing? You look like a loser. Your sartorial expression is that of a loser. Okay? That's okay, Black Republican. Today's modern men can't keep a job, scared to death of the white man, and is effeminate. So why does she need to cook and clean? There's no need for her to cook and clean anymore. Many of you guys have turned into women. So cook and clean yourself. You want to be women, so do what some women do, cook and clean. What are you complaining about? Maybe if you stop being effeminate and show some manliness, maybe she'll cook and clean for you. You know what? It's really bad when you around a woman and you a man and you so feminine that you make her feel like a man. That's terrible. Okay? That's terrible. And then you want to sit up here and argue with black women online, thinking that it's some kind of crowned achievement to out-argue her or get the last word. Seriously? You think that has anything to do with manhood? I mean, do you guys hear yourselves? You know what you look like? Arguing back and forth with women, cussing them out, calling them all kinds of names, call them the B word 1 billion times a day, telling her she's not going to get the last laugh, the last word. You are, like you just really created some kind of real achievement. But you see, that kind of rhetoric right there, Black Republican, is the reason why you're unfit to be a husband. See, a real man doesn't think like that. That's juvenile thinking. And that's also signs that you don't have any original thought in your head. And so when I find a man who doesn't have any original thought, I find a follower. Right? You're a follower. If you're not a follower, tell me where you got the term side chick from. I'll wait. Okay. Blatant immaturity. She can be a side chick. Look at how you constantly have your mind in the middle of, in a cesspool of negativity. Nothing positive to say. Everything is always negative. And that's what you want the black woman to submit to? Play the tape, Dane. Well, actually, I'm getting to know you now.
To wake up every day and say,
wait a minute.
Everything is going to be okay. Right. I cannot get that from you. So why would...
Hold on. You are the follower. You calling me a fool? I follow no man, bro. You don't hear me saying stuff like side chick. That's juvenile delinquent shit. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't walk with my pants hanging down. I'm not childlike in the mind. that will be reserved for men like you and the rest of these factions that you guys have created. No, you are being negative. You said side chick. I didn't say it. You said it. Okay? That lets me know that you have a feebled mind. Your mind is weak. And you're a follower. All right, Dane, play the tape.
Depend on you as a man to be able to wake up every day and say everything is going to be okay.
Right.
I cannot get that from you. So why would you want me to be submissive to something? What am I submitting to?
Daphne Springs proves why men get their passports and save themselves. Don't date these women. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to our patrons.
Now, because the woman told it like it is, because she said that there's nothing for her to submit to, that you don't provide, you're not the man that's strong enough when she wakes up in the morning and tell her that everything's going to be okay. You're not that dude, which is the truth. And what do your man say? Get your passports and don't date these women? Well, what women are you going to date? Because other women are going to tell you the same thing. You think non-black women don't want a man that's in charge? Don't want a man that can handle it? As a matter of fact, it's even worse for you if you go to non-black women, because those women historically have been kept. And they are used to a man being strong enough to take care of everything. So you guys are just going to get yourselves in deep trouble. Okay? Play the tape.
Our supporter, Mr. Johnson, for sending us this video. Salute! This video highlights everything you need to know to get your passports and take your talents overseas. The original video is in the description because we are going to highlight a couple things from their talk.
What talents? What? You said take your talents overseas. And I'm going to tell you right now. Huh?
Baby mama talents? Making baby mamas?
Let's be realistic, Black Republican. Y'all not going overseas to date grown women. You're going overseas because you know the probability is very high that you can have sex with an underage girl. You guys are perverts. Many of you are child molesters. Okay? Hold on one second.
Yeah. Prostitutes.
Right, and then you're not going to get a traditional woman of any respectable community overseas. For one, you won't be allowed in those communities. See, people outside this country have a different mindset than what you're used to. Take it from someone who actually lived overseas. I lived in Asia. And I'm telling you what I know. You won't be accepted in those communities. And no woman in those communities will be caught dead with you. Why? Because she doesn't want to dishonor her family. Now, if you want to go down on the hostro and get you a couple of hoes, okay, you can get that. You can do that here. You don't need a passport. Unless you can't get the hookers here either. I mean, that's bad when you can't even get the hookers here. And you want to pay to go 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles around the world. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. It's not easy to go overseas without the protection of the military. That's one thing you guys don't get. You have to be under the protection of a corporation or the military or somebody that has some notoriety or standing with that country. Or otherwise, you're on your own. Like that dude that was over there in Greece that they beat, that they killed within seconds. He was over there with white folks, non-military, in Greece, got killed in seconds. The men don't want you in their neighborhoods. I lived in these countries. I've lived in Japan. I lived in China. I lived in Singapore. I've been to the Philippines so many times, you may as well say I lived there too. I've been to Korea so many times, you might as well say I lived there too. I've been to Kowloon, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Yokosuka, Japan, Yokohama, Tokyo, Roppongi, Tokyo, Ominato. I've been in villages where the Japanese men walk around in samurai kimonos with swords on their sides. And I'm telling you, you're not going to be accepted in these communities. The men don't want you there. So I don't know what woman you think you're getting out of there. So you don't have no choice but to go to the streets and deal with the riffraffs, dishonored women who have been thrown out their families, who have disgraced their families, out there selling themselves because they no longer are accepted by their families. And so they're trying to make a living so they can eat. That's all you're going to be exposed to. Because ain't no real woman from a community is going to touch you. You think that, like, let's just say you went to the Philippines, right? You think that a Filipino woman is going to take you back to her home village? No. Because she know you'll get killed. Unless she don't care about you and she want to set you up. These women already know that you're not going to get accepted. That's why they have the area of prostitution. Because they know that you're not going to be accepted in these communities. So get your passports and do what? What are you going to do with them? Play it, Dane. What's up, Conscious? Should the black woman be treated better than the black man? Absolutely.
Oh,
way better.
he
These
says.
Negroes don't deserve to be treated, huh?
Oh, Black Republican says stop putting us all in the same category.
You're all in the same category.
We don't all do the same.
You're all in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about today's black man, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's putting himself with today's black man. He says he's a photographer with a clean record, and I've been to Eastern Europe, Turkey, and South Africa, and I had nothing but love when I travel.
Right. Anyway, all y'all in the same category.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's because
as soon as I hear what you
tourist season.
As soon as I hear that stupid rhetoric, you're in that category. Of course, you're not in the category of real black men or all black men. Absolutely not. I would never put you there. You don't deserve to be there. But you're in that category of today's black man. Today's black man are the sissy bims, those homos over there in the manosphere, those crybabies in red pill, okay, those delusional dudes, and that's why SBM, probably gay too, and the ever-loving, hocus pocus, abracadabra, full of shit conscious community. That's today's black man, huh?
Maybe he considers the Passport Brothers different from Sissy Bims.
Yeah.
So he's trying to
No, the Passport Brothers are all of them combined. Some manosphere, sissy bims, red pills, blue pills, black pills, green pill, all kinds of pills. I mean, look at the childishness you engage in. Red pill, blue pill, black pill. Aren't you supposed to be a grown-ass adult? But this childish red pill, you red pill? What are you, some kind of rebellious teenager? You know, the man that's hated the most is a man that can't think on his own. And when you join childish and juvenile groups like Red Pill, Blue Pill, and Black Pill, and those homos over there in the manosphere, and them idiots in the SYSBM, when you join juvenile factions like that, you are perceived as a man who can't think on your own. You think what they want you to think. That's why you come over here and you espouse the things that Kevin Samuels said. Okay? Or you saying something that those homos in the manosphere say. Or you saying something that those delusional fools in the SYSBM said. Or you saying something that Red Pill said, or Blue Pill, or Black Pill. This is the silliest thing I ever heard. You want to identify yourself by a pill. You can't identify yourself on your own. You have to walk around here and have some faction give you an identity, and you adhere to the identity that they give you. And you want to tell me that you can think for yourself? I can't even listen. If you're a red pill, if you are any of these pills, I don't have any respect for you. I'm gonna look at you as an overgrown teenager. You're not in control of your own mind. You don't think your own thoughts. If you are a sissy bim, again, same thing. If you want them homos in the manosphere, not only do I think that the same thing, but probably many of you should be in jail. See all them sexual predators over there in the manosphere? If you're over there, you probably should be in jail. So no, don't have any respect for a man who can't think his own thoughts.
Yeah.
Afraid to say what you want to say, afraid to say what is the truth. You'd rather have someone do the thinking for you. You can go around here espousing stupid ass talking points that you get from the red pill rage guys, or some phony ass knowledge that you get from the conscious community. The guys ain't nothing but confidence men over there. All of them are straight up phony. So they're talking about consciousness. And now one of the motherfuckers over there talking about doing anything for the black community or helping black people. They're over there locked up in some bullshit, arguing about Bibles, Qurans, calling themselves Moors, even though there are no Moors left, calling themselves Kemetic priests and shit, even though there's no Kemetic priests left, arguing about things like the Metanetta and in Egypt. Do you know that Egypt was one of the most gay, brutally gay places on earth? And that's where you want to be from? And again, you're too stupid to stand on your own 2 feet and hold your own cable toe and stand on your square like a real man should. See, I can't even have any respect for you if you're a part of these factions. I don't respect anybody in these factions. And here's the thing. When I start the Knight's Pill is going to be about black relations. We're not just going to have men in the Knight's Pill. We're going to have women too. We're about producing black families. The Night Pill is going to be about the black man and the black woman. The Night Pill is going to be about black love. Something you guys clearly don't understand anything about. Play it, Dane.
Okay. But I got some answers to some of the things he's saying.
Oh, but for the full context of what they're saying, watch the full video. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we got to do because we meant it. We
stop.
What I think it is for women.
A lot of people care about who I respect. A lot of people respect me. A lot of people want my respect. You should want my respect too. You can learn a lot from me. You can learn how to be a man. You can learn how to think for yourself. And not be some childish follower. How old are you? Because if you over 30 and you following some facts, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's childish. You should want my respect, but you're not going to get it. I don't respect you. You can try to earn it, but I already know that you're too weak to earn my respect. You have to be strong to earn my respect. You're too weak. I can tell by the way you talk. You don't have the mental, nor the emotional, or anything to earn the Black Knight's respect. Nothing you say affects me because I see you as a feeble-minded boy who still needs direction. We should really be trying to get some direction from the elders rather than being shameful and allowing us to see your juvenile mentality by espousing these stupid ass talking points. Side chicks, pump and dump, hit the wall.
Yeah.
Sounding like a jackass. You're good, Dane.
Yeah, he's claiming he has property in Turkey, but he ain't saying, "Oh, I'm courting a woman in Turkey. I'm doing something with the property."
Right, you got you got property in Turkey, and I own a mansion and a yacht. My name is Elmer J. Fudd Millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. We can play that game. Okay.
You can't tell me that there's no fit women that meet your level of 8 in Turkey. And if you
We can play that game.
Hmm?
We can play that game. Okay, come on, Dane. Okay, let's play the game. Let's show him that we can play the same game. Okay, I'm gonna say something I have, and you try to top it. Okay. All right, I have a car.
I have a car.
You gotta try to top it.
Ooh, okay. I have a RV.
Okay, I have an 18-wheel truck.
I have a mobile home.
I own an apartment building.
I own an apartment complex.
I own a skyscraper.
Ooh, I own a small city.
You got me on that one. See, what's his name?
Black Republican.
Black loser.
Mhm.
Anybody can play that game. Anybody can get on here and say they own property in Dubai and Kalamazoo and the Congo and Malaysia, the Amazon forest,
Okay.
and that you had sex with Wonder Woman. Anybody can say stuff like that.
Now you see, you hearing what you want to hear. I said, why you not courting any?
But you see, don't feed into that. That's the childishness of it. You see, a man can appreciate straight dialogue. An adult male would never make fun of straight dialogue, but a child would. A boy would. Because a boy is selfish in nature. Why? Because he haven't learned anything yet. So all of the rhetoric to him sounds the same. He can't differentiate one piece of the rhetoric from the other. And because he can't do that, he becomes angry and he mocks the rhetoric. Thus, turning into someone who hears what he wants to hear, rather than actually hearing the rhetoric for what it really is. See? There's nothing you can say as of right now that would make me believe that you're a real man, deserving of a man's respect. Now everybody have heard me, right? Then you know why I stand about respect. You know why I stand on love. Men shouldn't love other men. Now I understand that you guys don't get it. Because you don't have the capacity to think like that. That kind of wording is complicated for you. You see, because your comeback is, well, I don't love my father, I don't love my brothers. Again, it's too complicated for you to understand. Men shouldn't love other men. Men should only love women and their children. Love is for women and children, not from one grown man to another grown man. You have no business as a grown man telling another grown man that you love him. That's gay. You're gay if that's what you're doing. Okay? A man, a real man, looks for respect. Respect is for men. Love is for the women. You shouldn't be out here wanting another man's love. You should want that man's respect. Respect is for men, love is for women. Another reason why Black women should be treated way better than you. What is there about you that should be treated with any kind of respect or anything? You haven't shown any reason why you should be treated better than anybody. Play the tape, Dane.
And for men, I think the reason men are single is because I think they have the most
Well, stop.
unrealistic expectations of.
No. Black loser. Say it correctly. You can't prove anything to me. Not that you don't have to, you can't. Okay, let's get it right. You can't prove anything to me. You don't have what it takes. And you're far too weak to say anything that would make me think otherwise. Play it, Dane.
They have the most unrealistic expectations of any generation that has ever walked this planet.
Men?
Stop.
But I feel like men, whenever they're.
That's true. Black men do have unrealistic expectations for women. You want a woman to be a side chick. You want a woman and you want a woman on the side. Unrealistic expectations. You want a woman to submit to you when you don't have anything. You don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. Unrealistic expectation. You rent instead of own a home. And you call your apartment your home. That's a huge sign that you're confused. And you can't tell one thing from the other. But yet you want a woman to prioritize all of her time around you while you do nothing for her in return. While you have her in an apartment that you are completely confused about because you call that apartment a home. Now, when you bring your woman back to an apartment that you're renting, basically what you're telling her is, yeah, baby, this is a temporary shelter. I don't control nothing here. There is a man who owns this building, who has the final say so. You know what that woman hears? This is why most women can't relax in an apartment with a guy, a black dude, because they're constantly worried about getting kicked out. Especially they have babies. Now they really worry. You know what this does? This means that she can't nest in environments. So now she has to go out and create a plan B and C in case you falter. Okay? And she has to do all this simply because you can't handle up. You have her in an apartment, calling that an apartment home. And you have no say-so in that apartment. Someone else can tell you to get the hell out. Someone else controls your and your woman's destiny in that apartment. Okay? Renting is not ownership. When you rent, you don't own and control anything. A woman needs a man to own and control something so she can properly nest in environment. See, it is your duty or your job as a man, as a strong man, to create a salubrious environment for your women and children. In other words, an environment that is beneficial to their health and well-being. It's up to you to provide that. Sticking her in an apartment to which she has to worry about every 30 days the rent is due, that's not a salubrious environment. That is an environment of chaos. Big signs that you're not ready to graduate to the big leagues and roll with the big boys who do own their homes and put roofs, real roofs, over the heads of their women and children, and have the solid foundation to stand on that will never shake. And no one is coming to take it away from them. She can probably nest in an environment because her husband controls the environment in which she nests. See? That's how you get it done. You don't bring her into no scary ass apartment where she has to think and can barely sleep about getting kicked out, especially if you're one of them idiots that play video games all the time. I said this before, you guys, you play video games for no reason. And you don't have the presence of mind to get money off the video games. These white boys and these Asian boys, they run a circus around you guys. These guys are millionaires on Twitch. Playing video games. Get involved in $1 million tournaments. And you Negroes, I just play for fun, for bragging rights. Yo, I'll kick your ass. One Negro in one apartment telling another Negro in another apartment that he's better than him. And both of you are renting, and there's a man over both of you that controls the destination of you and your wife and children. And you don't have any issue with that. You want to rent for 20 or 30 years. Oh, that time you could have paid off a house. I mean, if you live in an apartment for 10, 15 years, you probably paid more money that you would have if you bought a home. Like I said, you guys don't know what it takes to be men. Now, do you understand what I mean when I say you have to be strong? Clearly, you guys aren't. Play the tape, Dane.
Men? But I feel like men, whenever they're ready, it's women out there for them.
Yeah, but it seems to me, it's not about getting married. It's about staying married and being happy. Anybody can get married to anybody they want. You can go out the street and find a dude. Is he going to be homeless? Is he going to be, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can marry somebody, but are you going to be happy? Are you going to stay together?
And that's another thing. When men always say to women, oh, that's why you ain't married, they act like it's not somebody out there that won't marry us. I could easily get married. I think that's the bare minimum. But can I get married to someone that I want to be with for the rest of my life? Am I getting married to someone that, in my mind, is the ideal mate for me?
Am I in love with this person?
Yeah.
Do I see myself sustaining this love?
And I can get divorced.
So the dude will pop, exactly. And that's the case, then what was it for? So a dude will pop up like, oh, I can get a woman anytime I want to. But in 4 years, you had us at your wedding. You had us all in white. You had us dressing up, coming to these, birth announcements and all this. 3 years later, oh, I don't even mess with her no more. Why did you say that's the one?
Because she crazy. Well, she was crazy.
But you were so focused on, oh, I could get her. You wasn't focused on, do I want her? You know what I mean? And that's the difference between men and women.
She is right and wrong at the same time. And we're going to let her explain why she's wrong.
I think men.
At least where I'm at in life, it's easy for me to get married.
It was always easy for me. I think that men use it as a weapon to keep us men thinking.
Like crazy bitches.
Exactly. Men like everything.
And all you gotta do is pretend to be nice. You gotta show your representative. If I show my representative,
be nice to his mama.
Yeah.
Keep the house clean when he come over. Yeah. Call him baby and sweetie a lot, make us play. He'll be like, she a keeper. Yeah. I don't know, dog. I'm gonna have to keep her. And then as soon as the wedding is over, just go.
You weren't wrong about nothing as far as I'm concerned. Everything is right on time. Then drop the link.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to drop the link.
Yeah.
Anybody want to come up on the panel and challenge the Black Knight, you're welcome to it.
And Black Republic, it's not about do you like houses. It's the one
Black Loser, if you have so much to say, just hit the link. We can discuss it.
Okay, then she's not the woman for you. Move along.
There was an idiot say he don't like houses.
He does. He said, I don't like houses.
This is what I mean by the childishness of these dudes. The immaturity levels, it's just ridiculous. You expect me to believe that you're successful in anything? You said you was a successful photographer and you have property in Turkey. Seriously, and I'm supposed to take you serious? Please.
She said, I don't think he owns anything.
Well, that's the rhetoric of Kevin Samuels. This lady is average at best. That's the rhetoric of Kevin Samuels, and how did that work out for him? Didn't he pass away, right, in the company of the very women that he so-called didn't like?
Yeah.
Then wasn't she everything that he didn't like? She was heavy set and all that?
Heavy set, average at best, 35. We don't know if she have any kids or not.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder what you guys say about that. Your man's talked about women being overweight, and they hit the wall at 30-something, and he died in the company of one of those women. I don't hear you guys saying, what's up with your man's in there?
Yeah, and she was non-black. So, hey.
Yeah. Yo, what's up with your man's in there? How come, I haven't heard y'all say anything about that? I mean, he went out. I mean, God rest his soul. I don't think the man deserved to die. But you reap what you sow.
But I think a black woman know what address she went to.
I mean, I didn't like the dude at all, but I didn't want him to die. I don't think anybody wanted him to die, not even the women that he said was going to die alone. So, how come y'all haven't came out and said anything about your mans and them passing away in company, in what looks like intimate company of the very women here? He tell you that ain't no good.
Oh, he's saying that woman was not the woman. It was a Latina who was gorgeous. I will push you the actual woman.
Nope, that's not what we saw, bro. Good try. No cigar. Good try. So again, what's up with your mans in there? Going out with the 2 tons of fun. What's up with that? Anyway, the link is in the chat. We ain't gonna be in here all night. Do black women deserve to be treated better than black men? Absolutely. You should want to treat your woman better. You should want the best for her.
And if what you're saying is proof for the passport thing, you just telling on your fellow passport brothers, they just there to go have sex. They not there to find no woman to have a relationship with or to marry and stuff like that. So I don't know who y'all fooling. Y'all just there to go have sex.
I mean, the fact that your handle is Black Republican says it all about you.
Don't make it sound like you going there to find women who's worthy to be married, relationship, traditional women. That's not what y'all there for.
Yeah, and you ought to change. You ought to change that to. You ought to change that handle to what it really means. You really mean black sellout. You understand? I mean, are you guys crazy or something? Do you honestly believe that there's a such thing in this country called black politics? You really believe that? You've been listening to Roly Poly Martin talking about vote. Do you know that the odds are stacked against you? You're voting for the lesser two evils. There's whites on this side and whites on the other side. So what side you gonna vote for? The one that hates you the least?
Yep.
Or you gonna believe in this fool RBR that tells you that? What did he say? He said that the white supremacists are the ones who want to kill you, but the white racists don't. So vote for the white racists. Vote for Biden and all of them. They're just racist. Don't vote for Trump because they're white supremacists. They just want to kill you. Or this fool actually sits up here and say day in and day out, we want to kill everybody black. Most idiotic thing I ever heard in my life is say it over and over and over again.
They hate you because you're black?
I want to know why you guys ain't saying nothing about your mans with that woman. Now, you sit up there show after show talking about 4 out of 5 black women are overweight and all this, and they're average and they're least desired and all that other stuff. But what's up with your man's going out with the woman that he's been railing against? What's up with that? What's up with your man's in there?
Okay, so he's claiming we made Stacey Abrams lose by 300,000 votes.
Well, Stacey Abrams is a feminist. Yeah, she's a feminist anyway. Ain't this kind of funny? You guys get into black politics, right? And you go in there and vote against other blacks. You won't vote against the whites, but you vote against the blacks. I don't get that. But there's no such thing as black politics, not in this country. Until there'll never be any black politics until you get some real power. You don't have any power in this country. You don't have any power in this country. And you've been reduced. Damn, you okay?
Oh, sorry. I thought I muted. Yeah, I'm okay.
And you've been reduced to like, social media crackheads. You guys lurk around from channel to channel. Hear somebody say something, then go look it up. They jump on the panel and challenge them about that one thing. That's like walking around in the gutter, drunk, homeless, looking for a piece of crack rock on the ground to smoke. You guys have been turned into social media crackheads. So it's black politics when you're voting against other blacks, huh? And you're happy about it. You're proud about that, huh? You didn't get in there and vote, against anybody white. You voted against somebody black. So even with your vote, you are practicing white supremacy. Even with your vote, you are a sellout. And you're using your vote to sell black people down the river. Are you going to tell me that there were no white women in there that you couldn't vote against? I'm sure. Well, you probably don't want to vote for them because most white women that are in politics, they look real bad. Skin is sagging and baggy skin, and their skin is cracking like the thing on Fantastic Four. What's the matter? You're afraid to give them your vote? Isn't that who you put on a high pedestal, the white woman? Well, you know she aged badly, right? Badly. What happens if you get your white girl, you married her, and in 6 months her face falls off? Do you know it's possible for a white woman to have 10 plastic surgeries by the time she's 30 years old? Yeah, you seem to be proud of that. Did you vote against anybody white, though? Did you vote against anybody white? I know you're going to vote against black people because you hate yourself. You hate black people. But did you use your vote to vote against anybody white? I got it. You're proud that you voted against the black woman. I get all of that. You're proud of it. You sticking your you King Kong. King Kong ain't got nothing on you. I get it. But did you use your vote to vote against anyone that was white? Or anyone that was non-black? Now, you see, that's where you're wrong. Because to them, it's all about race. You guys are fools. You're the only one that's walking around here talking like that. Not putting your race, everybody else putting their race first. You think white people actually go to the polls with that kind of thought in their mind? I don't care who it is. You're the only fool that's doing that. You won't vote for your own people. You vote for white people or anybody that's non-black. And you won't vote against anybody non-black. You let the white man know that you're a good nigger, a good slave by voting as hard as you can and with extreme prejudice against black people. You know what I call people like you? The black hand of white supremacy. That's what the manosphere is. The black hand of white supremacy. That's what the SYSBM, Red Pill, all of them guys, the conscious community. That is the black hand of white supremacy. Okay, y'all. Do I believe black women should be treated better? Absolutely. Absolutely. 100% I do. Well, Dame, I'm tapped out. Where's my sidekick at? Dame.
Yes.
I'm tapped out.
Okay. I guess we're gonna call it.
Want to shut it down?
Mm-hmm.
Or you want to? Yeah, you want to shut it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. Only thing I gotta
right,
say
y'all.
is the new names for Passport Brothers is not. I'm going to look for me a traditional woman to settle down with. I'm the passport boot. Y'all the passport booty guys. Y'all just there to get some booty, and that's it. Stop making up that nonsense.
The passport booty gang.
Yeah. Stop making that nonsense about I'm trying to find me a traditional woman, has traditional values and treat me right. Yeah, I just want women who easily give up the punani and y'all foreign enough being Americans for them to pretend to be interested. Okay.
Right, and I don't know why y'all want traditional women because Traditional women need real men. Do you know what a traditional woman is? Y'all ain't built like that. You couldn't hold no traditional woman. A traditional woman relies on a man. You guys can't handle it. You guys are too weak. I told you, marriage is only for strong men. Hopefully one day you guys will figure that out. But with that being said, we're going to shut it down. I'm a bit tapped out. It's late. Thank y'all for coming in. And Black Loser, I appreciate it. Keep coming by. I love jousting. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I love insulting you guys and beating you intellectually any other way. Because I hate you guys. I really do. All right. You know why I hate you? Because you keep attacking the person I love the most. That's the black woman. That's what makes me hate you guys. And the fact that you guys are cowards. You'll fight a woman, but you won't fight a man. You'll run away from a man. And you'll try to kill a woman. That's another reason why I hate you punks. You guys aren't any real men. You're real cowards. And you're losers. So come by anytime. I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game. All right? All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in for Ladies' Night. We need to get the numbers up next week. Dane will be back. Hopefully, Dane will be back in the driver's seat next week. This has been the Black Knight. And I will see you guys later. I'll probably be on, if I don't be on tomorrow for Gent Culture, I'll probably move Gent Culture to Monday. All right, so until then, we're going to go peace, power, unity. Dame, cue up the music. Hey, Black Loser, I have